Hello, greetings from Finland. My name is HUOVINEN, and I'm here to present a project called L4MS, which stands for Logistics for Manufacturing SMEs. So, our project actually is pretty much structured same way as the two previous ones. So, but in general, when I started working for this project, I was pretty struck that 98% of all the manufacturing companies that are SMEs, they don't have good access to advanced technologies, and especially with the intra-factory logistics, which L4MS is focused on, because the solutions out there, you know, they require flexibility and they are expensive and they require know-how for SMEs to really adapt. So this is why L4MS kind of came about. So our goal is to help European manufacturing SMEs and mid-caps to implement new, smarter intra-factory logistics solutions and to find cheaper and faster solutions. So we are focused mainly on intra-factory logistics, meaning mobile robots and AGVs. And our goal is to reduce the installation cost and the implementation of those by a factor of 10. So, given this, our project started in late 2017, and this is our first open call. We have a second one coming up next year, and this open call started already in September, and it will end in this month. So there's a bit of a timeline pressure, but here's what we are offering for SMEs that decide to apply to our open call. So we will provide them the technological support that they need to really adapt advanced technologies within their mobile robot or HEV equipment. And we will also provide them funding that they need. Also, we will provide them business mentoring to really scale up their business activities and really develop new type of business and service models. And also we will provide them training, not only to adopt these technological innovations, but also how to scale up the business in their company. And the way we're going to do it to reduce the by a factor of 10 the mobile robot and the HEV implementation is that we have developed an IoT platform called OPIL, which stands for Open Platform for Innovations in Logistics. So what basically this means, when a manufacturing company applies to our open call together with the partner, we will create a digital twin of the manufacturing facilities, and we will really focus on the intra-factory aspect of it to try to make, for example, the material handling much more leaner. So we will use, for example, IoT nodes from different points in the factory premises. It can be on a HEV or a mobile robot, or it can be a sensor. And this will help to optimize and really plan and test virtually these different solutions. So we will have a 3D model of the real factory where we will perform all the testing. So what we're offering for companies that apply, teams can get up to 250,000 equity-free funding, but there are some limitations that, for example, one of the team members, they can only get maximum 100,000 euros. And we will also provide them testing facilities where these innovations can be tested out. And also we will provide them channels for venture capital opportunities later on. And we will support the design of the mobile robots and automated guided vehicle solutions. But it's not just about trying to really develop the most optimal routes, for example, mobile robots or AGVs, but it's also to digitalize other aspects within the logistics chains in the factory. And we will, of course, provide matchmaking network events, because we have a big consortium behind L4MS. And then manufacturing companies will have a 3D factory simulation of their premises, which will mean that they don't have to make any changes in their infrastructure, and there will be no production downtime in the factories. And using our open platform for innovations in logistics, it will enable to connect the different components within the factory to the OPIL platform. So, for example, the automated guided vehicles or ERP systems. And we will also, it will also enable the connection to task planning. So the end user, for example, factory worker, can make changes for the logistic system on the go. And we will of course provide training to really help make the most out of these new better logistics systems, and how to create them into growth opportunities and business models. And of course, we will provide training for the managers and the engineers from the technical aspect. So here's our offer. So who are we really looking for? So now, since the deadline is soon approaching, we are hoping that manufacturing companies from Europe, they will apply in teams, so as a consortium. So the consortium can be formed, for example, having 2 manufacturing SMEs or just 1. But we also want system integrators and technology suppliers, or, for example, HEV manufacturers, to apply as well together with the SME. But also research organizations, digital innovation hubs, or competence centers are encouraged to apply as well. But the only criteria is that within the consortium, at least 1 member will be an SME. And if these entities don't really know who to apply with, we do accept individual applications, because we provide brokerage services to help create these teams. So here's a bit about an overall view of the schedule. So when the consortiums apply and they get accepted, we do accept first the 10 most promising application experiments, and within the first stage, that takes about 2 months, they are provided with 3,000 euros to really develop their technical and their business proposal even further. And that will end in a championships bootcamp, from out of which only 6 will make it to the next stage. And in the next phase, which takes roughly about 6 months, teams will start to really develop the business model and also the technical execution using the OPIL on the factory premises. And we will, of course, provide technical support and mentoring and training during this second stage. And the maximum funding for that is 247,000 euros. And then in the final stage, only three teams will make it to the final stage, where we will then further help scale up the business and help companies, these teams, to find venture capital investments, and they will get to pitch in an event closer to the end of the year. So just where everything starts is our application is online, and if you go to our website, L4MS.eu, you will find our gateway to the open call platform, which is provided by Funding Box. And from our open call platform, companies will find a very detailed guide for applicants, where we have described the details for the funding and the required annexes for the application. And also we have a frequently asked questions document there, where you can find answers to the most common questions. And we also have an email, a help desk email, where everyone can send out any questions that they have, and we will reply to them as soon as possible. And so, yeah, our online application form is quite simple. There are, however, certain annexes that take a bit more time, when companies and teams have to give a general description on how they could use OPIL platform to in their factory premises. But anyways, it's maximum 10 page, and it will be submitted fully online. And as I mentioned, we have the help desk that is helping everyone to really proceed and get the application sent out. And we're organizing a Q&A session next week on Thursday at 2 o'clock. So if you go to L4MS.eu and you will go to our open call platform, you will find the details on how to register on that Q&A session. So this was it. This was very, very brief. I know here are a few of our consortium members who are involved with our project. So yeah, I'm sure you have probably a lot of questions, so feel free to ask or just send me an email here, or contact our help desk directly. So, thanks.
Thank you.